Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure all of you are doing great, guys. Okay, just reply me if you can hear me or not. All of you, just reply to me if you can hear me. All right, fine, guys. We just started, a new series of QT section where we are discussing, some very good questions of DI. We are discussing the DI sets which can be important for the exams, right? We are, doing this analysis. We are doing these questions from basics to, advanced, right? So in the last session yesterday, we had done two sets, right? First set was very easy. Second was moderate level, we can say that. Today also we are going to do two sets, right? Again, last class yesterday we did the sets on the basis of DI paragraph, right? Which means there is no graph, only the paragraph information is there. Today also we are going to do in a similar manner, right? We again have two sets, okay, and both are paragraph based, right? So here comes the first set with us. Guys, would you like to try first, or should I explain? Okay, Ashia is saying my voice is low. Just a second, let me check. Ashia, is it better now? Just reply. Is it better, Ashia? Ashia, is the voice better now? Can you please reply to me? Oh, I checked, so it was coming better, right? I checked, it was coming fine. All right, so this is the first set in front of us, right? This is the first set, so let me solve, right? And then I'll ask the second set, to you guys, all right? So, what the question says, let's read it first. Mm, guys, the question is saying that there is a company named XYZ manufactured a total of 4,200 laptops in 2020 over the 5 months, starting from January till May. It manufactured two types of laptops, which were Acer Shift 3 and Acer Shift 5. All right. Whole data of the company was analyzed, and it was found that 22% of the total number of laptops were manufactured in the month of January, and the ratio of the Acer Shift 3 to Acer Shift 5 in January was 5:6. Okay, then they are saying that 18% of the total number of laptops were manufactured in the month of Feb, whereas the ratio of the Acer Shift 3 to Acer Shift 5 was 9:5. 35% and 15% of the total number of laptops were manufactured in the months of March and April respectively. However, the ratio of Acer Shift 3 to Acer Shift 5 for the month of March was 3:4, and for the month of April was 4:5. Now they are saying in the month of May, only 10% of the total number of laptops were manufactured, and the number of laptops of Acer Shift 5 was double of the number of laptops of Acer Shift 3 for the month of May. Alright, this is what we are given here. Right, now how we can do this question? Alright, so let me also show you the questions in this set, right? So question number 1 is that what is the difference between the number of Acer Shift 3 laptops manufactured in the month of Jan and number of Acer Shift 5 laptops manufactured in the month of May. Okay, so they're asking about the difference, about the difference between the number of laptops of different types in different months, right? Well, if we get the data correct, we'll able to solve this question easily, right? Question number 2 is saying that how many total Acer Shift laptops were manufactured over the 5 months. Okay, again about the numbers. Third one, number of Acer Shift 5 laptops manufactured in the month of April is what percent is more than the number of Acer Shift 5 laptops manufactured in the month of Feb. Alright, again about the percentage of the numbers of the laptops. Next question is the ratio of the number of Acer Shift laptops manufactured in the month of April to the number of Acer Shift 3 laptops manufactured in the month of May. Again, about the ratio of the numbers of the laptops. Okay, fifth question is also, about the number of these laptops. So guys, first thing we need to do what? We need to try to find the number of laptops of, both the types manufactured in all these given months, right? So we have the data of the total 4,200 laptops in 2020 over the 5 months, starting from January to May, right? Okay, and we have two type of laptops. One is Acer Shift 3 and second is Acer Shift 5. We have to remember this, right? So let me draw a table. One for Acer Shift 3 and second is for Acer Shift 5. Alright, we can say like this, and we have 5 months from January to May, we can just say that, right? And we are going to talk about the number of laptops manufactured in these 5 months, alright, in these 5 months, and both the type of laptops, right? We'll do this one by one, alright. Okay, we also need to find out, the total number of laptops in both of these months as well, right? In all the months of both the types. Okay, now guys, let's read the information once again. So what they just said, see, total laptops we know are 4,200, right? So let's write this here. The total laptops we have 4,200 total laptops which are manufactured, right? Okay, now they are saying that from here they start analyzing, and they are saying that it was found that 22% of total number of laptops were manufactured in the month of January. Okay, so 22% manufactured in the month of January, which means 22% of 4,200. Guys, we know how to calculate the percentages. I told a few points about this in the yesterday session as well. So if you have to find 22 percentage, all right, so we can call it at 20% plus 2 percentage, all right. Of what number? The number is 4,200, right? So we can also say that 20% is twice of 10%. 10% we can say is 420, all right. 2 we can say is 2 into 1%. 1% we can say is 42, all right. This must be 840, and this must be, we can say, 84, and this in all must be, we can say, 924. All right, guys, this is what we can say, 924. So 924 total manufacturing in January month, right, of the laptops. Now they have said one more point, that the ratio of the Acer Shift 3 to Acer Shift 5 was 5:6, right? In this month January, the ratio of the laptops manufactured of both these types is 5:6. So now we have to divide this number 924, sorry, in the ratio of 5:6 for both the different type of laptops, which you can do easily, guys. See, we have to distribute 924 in the ratio of 5:6, right? This is something I taught you in the last session as well yesterday. See, we can say what 5 plus 6 is 11. Let's say 11 is corresponding to 924. So we can say 1 is corresponding to what? See guys, 11 8 is 88, then 4, 11 4 is 44, so we can say 1 corresponds to 84. Then 5 corresponds to what? We can say 84 5s, so that should be 420, simple. And 84 6s, you can say 84 5s plus 84 again, so 420 plus 84 should be 504. So this is also we can talk about this. I hope this is clear. Guys, just let me know once that are you able to understand these things or not? Please, all of you, let me know. Guys, I just want to ask you first, so that I can get assured that you guys are able to understand, and we can move further. Ashia and Love Chaudhary, is this clear to you or not? All right, that's great, Ashia. What about Love? Vivan, is everything clear? Hello, Vivan. Hope this is clear to you. What am I doing, right? Okay, let's go further. Guys, the second information is about the month of February, right? So they are saying that 18% of the total number of laptops were manufactured in the month of Feb. All right. So by this point, we can find the total number of laptops manufactured in the month of Feb, which is given how much? Which is given 18%, right? Okay, so guys, we can say 18% as 20 minus 2, we can say 18 as 20 minus 2. 20% is same, we can say 20 is 2 into 10 percent, 10% is 420 of this, so 2 into 420, which will be 840, and 2% I wrote here, which was my 84, so this time it must be 840 minus 84. That should be 800 minus 40 is 760 minus 4 is 756, right? We can say this should be 756. So the total laptops manufactured in Feb should be, 756. All right. Everyone, can you please reply? Is it clear? Love Chaudhary and Vivan, I hope things are clear to you so far, which I have discussed. Okay, now in the month of Feb, the ratio is given how much? The ratio is given of both these, type of laptops manufactured is 9:5, okay? So just divide this number 756 in the ratio of 9:5, right? 756 we have to divide in the ratio 9:5, all right guys? So dividing in terms of ratios can be, in a lot of ways, right? Okay, Vivan, that's good to know that you are, starting your journey uh, from just after class 10th, journey of preparing for CLAT. That's good, but just let me know that are you able to understand or not? I just, I'm just worried about the point that are you guys understanding the things? All right. So we have to distribute, 756 in the ratio of 9:5, right? Okay, dividing this in the ratio can be done in a lot of ways. You can do with the fraction thing, right? We can say the fractional part should be 9/14 and 5/14. This is how we used to do in the school, right? But there can be one more thing now because we have to do the calculation faster, right? So we can say what? That let's say one type is given 9, okay? Because the ratio is 9:5. One type is given 9, second type is given 5, okay, with the ratio. So the total should be 14, but the total is in real 756, right? It's not 14. So what should be the value of 1? We can say 1 should be 14, 5 is 70, and then 4 so 1 should be 54, we can say that. Now, if 1 is 54, 9 should be how much? We can say 9 is 54, 9 so 450 plus 36, it should be 486, right? So here should be 486, right? And if 1 is 54, what should be 5? We can say 5 should be 54 5 which is 250 plus 20, 270. Simple, right? Okay. Okay, that's great, Vivan. Fine, so this is about the month of Feb. Now let's discuss about the month of March. Probably we can do the things faster, right? Because everyone is able to understand things. Okay, now they are saying that 35% and 15% of the total number of laptops were manufactured in the months of March and April respectively. All right. So 35% in March and 15% in April. How do we calculate 35 and 15? That's easy. Remember guys, the total laptops were 4200, it was, okay, it's written here already. So 35% of 4200 should be how much? We can say 35% as 30 plus 5, right? 30% we can say as 3 into 10 percentage, simple. 10% of 4200 is 420. So 420 threes are, we can also say, 1260, right guys, 1260. Okay, so 30% should be 1260, right, as I discussed. But it is 35, so what 5% is still left? 5% is half of 10%, 10% is 420, 5% is half of 420, which means 210. So it has to be, we can say 1470, right? So the total laptops manufactured in month of March is 1470. Similarly, for the month of April, it should be 15%, right? 15% we can say 10 plus 5, 10% is 420, 5% is 210, 420 plus 210 we can say is 630 like this, alright. So this is how we can talk about the month of April. Now, let's think about the ratio thing guys, okay. So the ratio in, we can say what, in the month of March is 3:4 and the month of April is 4:5, okay. So month of March is 3:4, right, dividing 1470 in the ratio of what, in the ratio of 3:4 should be what? See guys, again we do the same thing. Let's say 3 plus 4 is 7. So 7 is equivalent to 1470, right? We have to distribute 1470 in the ratio of 3:4, all right? So 3 plus 4 is 7, but in the real, the total is 1470. So 1 should be how much? We can say 1 should be 210. So 3 should be, now 3 should be 630 and 4 should be 840. Simple. 630 and 840 like this, right? So this is how we can talk about, we can find out the numbers in March. Alright everyone, bye bye, take care. Alright, so this is about the month of March. Now, let's discuss about the month of April. April, we already know the total laptops manufactured. The ratio is given to us how much? 4:5, right? Guys, if you want, you can write the ratio here as well, okay? Just to remember the things. Okay, so the ratio is 4:5. Now we have to distribute 630 in the ratio 4:5. Very simple thing. You can say 4 plus 5 is 9, okay? But in real, the total is 630. So 9 is equivalent to 630. That means 1 is equivalent to 70. So 4 is equivalent to 280 and 5 is equivalent to 350. This is how, we can find the number of laptops manufactured in the month of April for both the, months. All right. Now let's talk about the last month, May, right? So about May, they were saying what? That only 10% of the laptops were manufactured in May. All right. Simple, guys. 10% of 4200 is 420. All right, first thing. And then they are saying that the number of Acer Shift 5 was double of the Acer Shift 3. That means we can say the ratio has to be, 1:2, right? 5 is double of Acer Shift 5 is double of Acer Shift 3. So we can say the ratio is 1:2. Distributing 420 in the ratio 1:2 should be how much? It should be simple 120, 140 and 280, guys. This is simple thing. That's why I'm not discussing much. I hope this is clear to everyone, right? Okay, so this is where, we have written all the required numbers, all right? Hope this is understood to all. Yes, you can do one more thing. You can, cross-check the total number of laptops. Are they being 4200 or not? If you want, you can do that as well just to cross-check. Though the numbers are a bit, calculative. So you can do one more thing. You can add the percentages as well, right? Just to cross-check. So see, January is 22%. Feb is 18, that makes the sum 40, all right. March and April 35, 15, that makes the sum 90 overall. And May is 10, that makes the sum 100. So the sum has to be 100%, right? Only then we'll say that everything is correct, right? Okay, now let's talk about the questions one by one. All right, guys, let's talk about all the questions one by one. So question number 1 says that, what is the difference between the number of Acer Shift 3 laptops manufactured in the month of January and the number of Acer Shift 5 laptops manufactured in the month of May? We need to find the difference in these two, numbers. So number of Acer Shift manufactured in the month of January Acer Shift 3, right? That gives how much? 420, all right, number 1. And second, Acer Shift 5 in May. Acer Shift 5 in May is 280. And very obvious, the difference has to be, 140. Simple. So yes, the answer has to be option B. Simple question, right? Everybody, is this clear? Ashia and Love Chaudhary and other people, whoever are watching, hope this is clear to you. Yes, if you reply to me once, I'll be assured that, everything is going in the right way. All of you, can you quickly reply, whoever is watching, that are the things clear or not? All right, one reply. Okay, I was expecting some more replies. So question 1 is done. Question 2 is that how many total Acer Shift 3 laptops were manufactured over the 5 months? So total Acer 3 laptops. We just have to add all of them. Simple things. So what should we get, guys? 140 plus 280 is 420. 420 plus 630 is 1050, right? 1050, and this is, we can say 1470, right? 1470 plus 400, 1870 plus 80, you can say what? 1950 and 6 more. So it should be 1956, right? Let's see, is it present in the options? Yes, option C is the right answer. Simple question, right? Okay, so this is how we did question number 2, right? Let's move to the next one. The next question says is basically about the percentage. The question is that number of Acer Shift 5 laptops manufactured in April is what percentage more than the number of Acer Shift 5 laptops in month of Feb. All right. So guys, the initial value is this, then what is written before which number is always the initial value. So this is the initial value in this percentage change, and this is the final value in this, we can say, percentage change. All right. Okay, let me write this. The initial value is what? Acer Shift 5. All right, Acer Shift 5 in February. Okay, this is the initial value, and the final value is what? The final value is Acer Shift 5 in the month of April, right? This has to be the final value, we can say that, right? Okay, so this is the initial value and this is the final value. Let's see how we can do that, right? Okay, let's read it again. Acer Shift 5 in Feb. Acer Shift 5 in Feb is 270, right? Is the initial value. Okay, and the final value Acer Shift 5 in April. So it has to be how much? In April it is 350. Simple. So this has to be, we can say the numbers which we have, right? Okay, now let's try to calculate things. Okay, we can say initial value is 270 and the final value is 350, right? So let's see how we can solve this question, right? Okay, so guys, you can see the increment is 80 over here, right? The increment is 80 and the initial value is 270. So percentage increase, a very simple calculation we can say is what? Increment is 80, initial value is 270, right? So we need to find that 80 is what percentage of 270, right? This is what we can say. Okay, you can do few things. Either you can multiply by 100 or you can also go with the help of the fractions. Both can be done here. All right, suppose if I try with the fraction, so guys, actually they do not have any common term. Let's multiply by 100, right? So what should we do if we multiply by 100? After that, it should be 800 upon 27 percentage, right? Guys, there is one more problem, that options are very close. That's why it is better to calculate. Especially, you see the second and third option are very close, right? Okay, so let's try to calculate a little bit. So 27 twos is 54, right? Now the carry we can say is 26, then 260. Oh, very close, right? So 27 nines will be close to 260. And what is 27 nines are? 27 nines are, you can say 270 minus 27, 243, right? 243. Okay, now the carry will be how much? We can say the carry must be 17 from this, and there must be a decimal point, and this will be written as 170. Now 27 is how many times is close to 170? We can say 27 6za or 7za, right? 27 6za is how much? In fact, we do not need to solve it further, guys. We should obviously do some option checking as well. If you look at this, the only option fits here is option number B, right? A, D are not possible. B, C could be close, but it's 29 point something, so the best option should be option number B. If you want, you can check one more decimal point with a decimal digit, right? So as we know, the last number was 170. So 27 6za is how much? You can say 120 plus 42, 162. Yes, this is 6 times approximately. So we can say yes, that option B should be the best option over here, right? Right, guys. I hope this is clear. It was a good question, definitely, right? Moving further, the next question in front of us is this, right? It says to find the ratio of the number of Acer Shift 3 laptops in April. Okay, let me write this. Shift 3 laptops in April, okay, and you need to find the ratio with Shift 3 laptops in the month of May. All right, so Acer Shift 3 in April is to Acer Shift 3 in May. Let's see the numbers. Acer Shift 3 in April is 280, in May is 140. Very simple. So we need to write the ratio of 280 and 140 in the end, which is nothing but 2:1. That means option number D is the final answer. Very easy question, guys. After getting the numbers, pretty easy. I think we can move to the next one. The last question of this set, it's about checking the statements, whether they are true or not, right? Statement 1 says that 504 Acer Shift 5 laptops were manufactured in the month of January. Okay, so shift 5 in January should be 504. Let's check that. Shift 5 January, right? Shift 5 January is here, 504. Okay, this is correct, right? So statement 1 went correct. We can see that, right? Let's check the other statements as well quickly, though it's not required much, but still let's check the other statement as well. So second statement says 35 more Acer 5 in May, then Acer shift 3 in March. Okay, shift 5 May, shift 3 March. Okay, shift 5 May. All right, shift 5 May should be 280, right? Let's write this. In fact, it is 280, and second number is shift 3 March. All right, shift 3 March. Where is that? Shift 3 March is here, 630. All right, so that number is 630. So the difference is, okay, let me check this again. Shift 3 March, right? Shift 3 March is 630. That's true. And shift 5 May, right? Shift 5 May. All right, shift 5 May is, yes, 280. So guys, that statement is definitely, wrong, right? Because they are saying that shift 5 is more, but you can see that shift 5 is less, and so much, less, right? So this statement just can't be true. Very obvious. Let's check the third statement. They are saying 740 Acer shift 5 laptops were manufactured in March. So shift 5 in March, right? Shift 5 in March is 840 according to a calculation. Let's check this statement. This is 740, but our calculation says 840. So this is also, definitely wrong. Last statement, guys, a total of 650 laptops were manufactured in the month of April. So total laptops in April is saying 650, but for us it is 630. So obviously this is, just not correct. And we can say option D is also wrong. That means the best option is option number A, right? So this is how we can solve set number 1 for the day. Hope that's clear to all of you, right? Everybody just say, is this clear or not? All right, I think we can move to the next set now. Set number 2, guys, this is also, about the same. We have a passage, right, data based on the passage. We have to read the passage, and then we have to, try to calculate the required numbers, right? Obviously, we have 5 questions as well, right? But guys, question will get solved if you once just, get the numbers about the passage, right? If you just get the numbers about the passage, question will be solved easily. So guys, I just wanted that if you can try it first. All of you, would you like to try it first? Guys, just let me know. Ashia and the other students, whoever are watching, would you like to try it or should I explain? I'll do whatever you guys say. Hello, Frog. Frog, can you please write your real name if possible, right? Okay. Everybody, would you like to try this set? Okay, so I'll give you probably, for solving this all calculation, you can take 6 to 7 minutes. All right, guys, I will give you 6 to 7 minutes to solve this. Okay, so yeah, you just have to form the table. Do not need to solve, the questions, just form the table. I mean, just get the required numbers. All right, Ravi, very good. Let's see how many of you are able to, fill the table. Okay, very good, Ravi. Very good. Uh, Let me show you the questions, Ravi, then, right? Okay, that's the question number one. Uh, just answer this question as well, okay? Okay, Ashia says the answer is option C. Ah, yes, it's correct. Very good, Ashia. Okay, maybe I can explain this now, right? Let's see, guys, how we can draw the table and how we can solve the questions on basis set, right? So first thing first, let's see the data. They are saying that there are 5 colleges, K, L, M, and O, right? They are affiliated to Punjab University in India. Students from all the colleges are from post-graduation program only, right? Total number of students from all the 5 colleges are 5,000 given to us. Then they're saying that the data was collected for the year 2020 and it has been found that the combined fees received from all the 5 colleges was rupees 80 million. Alright. Then they're saying further the data was analyzed and it has been found that 16% of the total number of students are from college K and 10% of the total amount of fees is received from college K, right? 25% and 15% of the students are from college L and M respectively. However, the fees received from college L and M are 22% and 18% respectively of the total fees, right? Then they are saying that 25% of the total number of students are from college N and 35% of the total fees is received from college N. Okay, next thing that 15% of the total fees is received from the college O, but only 20% of the total number of students are from college O. Alright. So this is what we have, guys, So basically there are 5 colleges, all are affiliated to Punjab University, right? And there is a data of 5 colleges and total students given to us 5,000, right? After the data says that the combined fees of all the students in all the 5 colleges is 80 million, and the data analyzed, it was found 16% of total students are from college K. Basically, they are telling us the percentage of the number of students in each college with respect to the total students in the 5 colleges, and percentage share of the total fees received from each college from the total received from all the 5 colleges, right? This is what is given to us. Okay, so if you read the question, you will realize that the questions are also about the number of the students in each college and about the fees charged, total fees charged by each college, right? So we obviously have to find out both the numbers for each colleges, right? Okay, how we can do that? See, the colleges we have are K, L, M, and O, right? So let's write this here. The name of the college, K, L, M, and O. Okay. First, we can write the number of the students, okay, and then we can write what? Then we can write the fees, total fees, uh, received, by the college, right? This is what we have. Okay, what next? Guys, the total students 5,000. We know this, right? And what else? The data was collected. This is this. Okay, let me draw a table, properly like this. Okay, now the total students we have are, we can say 5,000, right? Let's try this here. And the total fees received, by the 5 colleges is how much? Is rupees 80 million, right? Rupees 80 million. Let's try this here. Rupees 80 million. Okay, now talking about the other things, okay? So they are saying what? The 16% of the total students are from college K. 16% from college K. So 16% of 5,000, guys, it's very simple actually. See, 1% is 50, so you can multiply 16 with 50, that gives us 800. So 800 students are from college K, we can just say that, right? Okay, what next? Then they are saying about college K that 10% of the total fees received by college K. 10% of total fees. Total fees is 80 million, 10% of 80 million is 8 million. We can just say that, right? Simple things. Okay, the next thing is further the data was analyzed, this. Then they are saying 16% of total, okay, we have users, sorry. Then they are saying 24% and 15% total students are from college L and M, right? So from college M, 24%, for college M, 15% is 24 and 15, right? So 24% of this, 24 into 50 should be, we can say 1200, all right? And the next is, where is it? 15%, right? So 15 into 50 is, we can say 750, all right? We can say this is a 750, right? College M. Okay, now about the fees. So college L 22% and college M we can say 18%, all right, 22 and 18. Let's use this now. 22% of 80 million, so 22% we can find as 20 plus 2, all right. 20% is what? 20% you can say twice of 10%, so twice of 10 means twice of 8 million, should be 16 million for sure. Okay, Ravi, very good. Ravi has written all the numbers. Good, Ravi. 2% we can say is 1.6, that gives us overall 17.6 million, all right. So we can say college L, the total fees is 17.6 millions, all right. Moving to the next college, college M is how much? 18% is, right. So 18% of the same number, 80 million. So 18% you can say now 20 minus 2, okay. So if you do 20 minus 2, it should be 16 minus 1.6, which further should be 14.4, right. Maybe I do not need to discuss much. It should be 14.4, simple. Now about college N, right. So college N is what? College N, the students are 25%, right, and fees is 35%. Students are 25% first, so 25% of this is 1250, and the fees is 35% of this, so 35% we can say 30 plus 5, right. 30% of 80 million, you can say 3 into 10%, 10% is 8, so 3 into 8 should be 24 million, right, and 5% is half of 8, which is 4 million. So we can say sum is 28 million in all, right. We can say 28 million this should be. Now the last college is college O, right. So they are saying 15% of total fees received from O, while only 20% of the total students are from O, right. So students are 20% of this, should be 1000, we can say that. Last thing, the fees is 15%, is okay. So 15% of this should be 10 plus 5, 10 is 8 million, 5 is 4 million, should be 12 million. So this is how we can, fill the whole table, draw the whole table. Anyone, any doubt with the table, just let me know. Guys, if there is any doubt, just let me know in the chat box. Or if it is clear, also let me know, guys. If it is clear to you, then also let me know. Everyone, is this clear, the table part? Everyone, just let me know if this is clear. Ashia, is this clear, the table part? Yeah, probably it should be, because some of you have given the answers as well, right? Okay, now the last thing is about, just answering the questions. So first question is, we have, if the combined fees related to the other expenses, examination, library and computer lab, apart from, tuition fees is 2 million for college K, all right. Then what will be the tuition fees? So they are saying what, that they have written the total fees is the combination of the other expenses and the tuition fees. This is, they want to say that, right. Let's write this, other expenses and the tuition fees, okay. And they are talking about college K. So other expenses plus the tuition fees, and that fees is coming 8 million, you can see that, right. And then they are saying that the other expenses are 2 million, so let's find the tuition fees. So very obvious, guys, 8 million should be 2 million plus tuition fees, so this should be 8 minus 2 should be 6 million rupees. Pretty simple, right. So we can say yes, the answer is 6 million, right. Okay, they're asking, in the end they're asking this per student, right. So we can find per student as well. So the total tuition fees for all the 800 students is 6 million, right. But we need to find it for per student. So let's solve this as well. For college K, tuition fees per student, right. Okay. So total tuition fees of college K is being 6 million, right. We have already discussed. And the total students for college K are 800. So we need to find 6 million rupees divided by 800 in the end, right. This is what we have to do. Okay. How can we do that, guys? 1 million we know is 10 lakhs, 1 million is 10 lakhs. So 6 million should be, we can say 60 lakhs in the end, right. We can just call it 60 million. Sorry, 60 lakhs. 60 lakhs means 6 is followed by, 6 zeros, okay. Fine, divided by 800. So 2 zeros must be, we can say cancel out. Then we can say this is how much? Then we can say this is 1 to 4 zeros divided by 8, right. So 60,000 divided by 8, we can say that. So 60,000 divided by 8, if you simplify, it should be 30,000 by 4, and then 15,000 by 2, and then 7,500. So yes, the answer has to be 7,500 for question number 1, right? This is, why a lot of students are also writing option C. Okay, so okay, this is how question 1 is done. Now let's try question number 2 of the day of the set. It says which college charges the highest amount of fees per student? Okay guys, tricky question, right? Which college charges the highest amount of fees per student? So we have to, a lot of students do what, they start calculating the whole data. They calculate, the total fees per student of all the college, all the 4 colleges given the options. But guys, in this way, it will be very much time taking. We can do one thing. Okay, they're talking about the 4 colleges, K, L, M, N, right? So let's just write it here, K, L, M, N, okay. Now, just compare the things, do not find the total exact fees for a student. It will be very much time taking calculation wise. So let's do the comparison, okay. So let me do this for college K first of all. The total fees is 8 million and total students are 800. Okay, let's try this. Rupees 8 million divided by 800, right? Okay, let's do the same for college L. College L is 17.6 upon 1200, okay, 17.6 million upon, we can say, 1200. Okay, the next one is KL and then MNN, right? So M should be what? 14.4 upon 750, okay? So 14.4 million upon, we can say what? 750. Last thing about the college N, right? So this is 28 million upon 1250. 28 million upon, we can say what? Upon, we can say, just a sec, college N is 1250, right? This is what we need to, compare. As I said, guys, this is about the comparison, right? We do not need to calculate everything. So what we can say here, see guys, whenever there is about the comparison, we can cancel, the common things always, right? We can always cancel the common things. For example, million, we can cancel it out first, right? Just let's cancel million. And then there is, one zero in the end of every one, the denominator of all the fractions, right? So you can cancel that as well. Or we can do one thing, we can multiply by 100 in all of them, right? To compare the things easily. So I'm just multiplying by 100 in all of them. It will actually make the comparison easy, okay? That's why I'm doing it. Now guys, this should be how much? We can say this is 800 upon 800, okay? So this should be just 1. 8 into 100 is 800, upon 800 is just 1, right? This we can say is 1760 upon 1200, okay? Rupees million is there, okay? Rupees million is obviously there, right? This should be, we can say 1440 upon 750, right? 1440 upon 750. And the last one should be 2800 upon 1250. Now guys, look at all of them again. See, this is exactly 1. This fraction is getting greater than 2. If you look at this, this one is greater than 2. This one is not greater than 2, right? This one you can say is between 1 and 2, all right? This one is also between 1 and 2. So the only fraction among them which is greater than 2 is the last one, right? I hope this is clear to all of you. The only fraction which is greater than 2 is the last one, all right? And this is about college N. So we can say that college N is having the highest amount of fees per student. And this is how we can, calculate it without calculating, right? We can find the answer without calculating. We just have compared. All of you just let me know if it is clear or not. Guys, please let me know if this is clear or not. Very good question it was, right? Ravi and Ashya, you guys have been, solving the question since the beginning. Just let me know if you understood this or not. With this method, right? I want you to solve the questions of comparison based with this way, right? We do not need to calculate the exact, fees per student because that will be very much time taking, okay? Yeah, this method is easy, Ashya. This is, that is all we have to do. Otherwise, DI will be very much lengthy, You just look at the nature of the question. In this question, they are talking about the comparison, right? Which college charges the highest? So this is about the comparison. If the question is asking the exact, just like the last problem, that was the absolute one. They're asking what would be the tuition fees per student. So that is the absolute, information question. And this is comparison, information question, you can say that. So when it is about comparison, do not try to calculate, the exact value. If that is very much time taking, then never calculate, okay? If the calculation is easy, then you can do it once, right? If the calculation is difficult, you should just compare. Okay, question number 3 of this set. The question says if tuition fees per student is 9,500 rupees for college L, and then how much out of this total fees is invested in the other expenses? Okay, got it. So tuition fees, guys, again, they are saying what the total fees should be, the sum of the tuition fees, right, plus the other expenses, right? That question also says that the total fees should be tuition fees plus the other expenses. First, they have given the tuition fees, and then they are asking about the fees of the other expenses like examination, library, and computer lab. Okay, they're talking about the college L. So what is the total fees of college L? That is 17.6 million, right? That is 17.6 million. We can just say that, okay? 17.6 million, number one thing. Okay, now what is about the tuition fees that is given to us 9,500 per student, right? So how many students do we have in college L? We have 1,200 students in the college L. So you'll say 1,200 into rupees 9,500, okay? Into rupees 9,500, we can say that. Plus the, other expenses. So this is how we can just quickly, calculate the other expenses, all right? Simple things. So this is 17.6 million. This should be how much? 1,200 into this, so it should be how much? Guys, 12 into 95 or 95 into 12, same thing. So you can say 950 plus 190 should be 1140, right? Or you can say 1,200 minus 60, yeah, same thing, 1140. So this is 1140 followed by 4 zeros, okay? Followed by 4 zeros, right? And plus other expenses. Guys, look at the, options. All the options are in millions, right? All the options we have in millions. So we can say this as 17.6 million. Let's convert this into the million. By the way, what about the million? How do we convert the number into the millions? 1 million is basically 10 raised to the power 6, or you can say, 6 zeros, right? 1 followed by 6 zeros, right? So here, if you take 6 zeros or 6 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we can say this is rupees 11.4 million. Okay, guys, we can say this is 11.4 million. That's it. So the other expenses should be, we can say in the end, is equals to 17.6 minus 11.4. That should be, 6.2 million, right, guys? So other expenses are coming 6.2 million, which is option number D over here. Hope this is clear to you. All right, guys, this is how we can calculate this. I hope this is understood, right? Okay, let's follow the next question now, right? Let's try about the next question. The next question is that how much more percentage of the total fees is received from college N as compared to the college M? Okay, so the total fees of college M is the initial value, and of college N is the, we can say final value, right? So they're talking about the total fees. Okay. What about the college M? The total fees of college M is 14.4 and N is 28, right? 14.4 and 28. So this is 14.4 million, right? And the last one we can say is 28 million. So we just have to find the percentage change, over them. Percentage change is the only thing we have to find it. Okay. Now, what we can do here, guys, see, we should always try to make the calculation easy, right? How we can do that? Multiplying both by 10. So this should be 144, okay? And this should be, we can say 280, all right? Now, you see that 4 is common in both the numbers. So this should be 36, all right? And this should be 70. Dividing by 4, trying to make, numbers as easy as possible. Dividing by 2 again, so this should be 18 and this should be, we can say 35, right? Now, what is the increase here? So increase here is 17, we can say that, okay? The increment is 17. So what about the percentage increase? We can say percentage increase is that increment is what percentage of the initial value, right? So increment is 17 and initial value we know is 18, right? Initial value is 18, which, guys, is a final thing we have to do. We can also say this is 1 minus 1 by 18, okay? Now we can say 1, as 100%. 1 is always 100%. 1 by 18, right? Guys, 1 by 18, if you know, it's good. If you do not know, it's okay. Let me tell you now. It's approximately, 5.55%, you can say, right? Approximately 5.55%. So we can write this as well, okay? It is 5.55%. So it should be how much? Approximately, we can say 94.45% should be the answer, approximately, right? Okay, now you look at the option, none of the options is, matching this 94.45. So in such case, we always, choose the closest option, guys, okay? We always choose the closest one. So with the closest, 94.45 is, we can say 95.16, right? This we can say is the closest option among the 4 options we have, right? Hope that's clear to all. Is you can cancel the terms always in the questions of percentages, right? When it is about percentage or percentage increase or decrease, you can always cancel the numbers. Okay, so this is what the question number 4. One more question is there. They are saying that what is the ratio of the total fees received by college K to of the college O, right? So the ratio of the total fees of college K and college O, right? Okay, let's see that. College K is over here, right? Total fees is 8 million, O is 12 million. It's easy question, guys, 8 million and 12 million. Okay, so if you have to find the ratio of this, right, it should be how much? All right, 4 is common, so we can just say there should be obviously 2:3. Simple. So the option best one is option number C. This is how we can solve this question. All right, probably the easiest question among in this set. Alright guys, so this is how we solve this question, and both the sets are done, right? Alright, so this is where I think we can end the session as well. So in this session again we did 2 sets. I hope you guys enjoyed solving them, right? You like those sets, you like the explanation. Tomorrow again we'll be coming up with few more sets, right? So that you can become perfect in this particular section, DI. Guys, you can write your feedback in the comment, right? If you like the session, please write it. If you want us to do anything extra for you, right? If you want any kind of special topics for you, then also write in the comment. All right, so this is where we ended. Thank you so much. Take care.